Hello, welcome to Lillian's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing Tutti-Frutti Cake, and I'm going to see if I can get this close enough for you, but there is a very vague recipe here. Not a lot of instructions, so this is going to be a little bit of an experiment. This was in Grandma Lillian's collection. It was from Mrs. Aber, A-B-A-I-R, perhaps. So if you are of Aber descent and are from somewhere in Michigan around Petoskey to Ludington, this could be thanks to your grandma, your great-grandma, who knows. My grandma Lillian was born in 1897, so this would have been at least from probably the 1920s, maybe 20s to 40s. Not quite sure on that. But anyway, we're going to try it. So it has a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of shortening, which I've mixed with 1 square of bitter chocolate. And since I didn't have bitter chocolate, I went ahead and used my last bit of the 95% Lindt cocoa. So again, an experiment. An egg. Let's see, a half a cup of nuts, a half a cup of dates, 1 cup of sour milk, a cup and a quarter of flour, a level teaspoon of soda, and a teaspoon of vinegar. Yeah, and I know what vinegar and baking soda do when they get mixed together, so this will be interesting. I cut my dates up. They sell them chopped if you're not into chopping dates. And for this one, it just said nut meats, so I'm going to use pecans, however you pronounce them. And if you have nut allergies, I'm sure that it won't hurt if you leave them out. And also, I interpreted sour milk as being buttermilk. So there's some buttermilk. So we're going to go. So the cup of sugar. All right. The quarter cup of shortening and the chocolate. And again, I just melted those in the microwave because I didn't feel like messing with a double boiler. So I melted the chocolate and the shortening together. And yes, it's lard. Crisco's fine, whatever kind of shortening you like. The egg, no indication that it should be beaten first. The cup of nut meat, again, pecans, however you pronounce them. The half cup of dates. The cup of sour milk or buttermilk. And the cup and a quarter of flour. And before I make a volcano out of this, I'm just going to go ahead and mix all this together. I have no idea what the vinegar is going to do. Might not do anything. In fact, I should probably go ahead and put the baking soda in now. This is a level teaspoon of baking soda. Let me get that mixed in so we don't have too much of a crazy explosion. All right. I think we're good and mixed up right now. Oh, a little more. All right, and a teaspoon of vinegar. There was no indication what kind of vinegar, so I'm just using white vinegar. All right, that is all mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my cake pan. Again, didn't say how many cake pans, I'm presuming one. Actually didn't say anything about a pan. It just says, after the 1 teaspoon vinegar, it says 350 degree oven. That's it. So even that's going to be an experiment. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this in the pan. All right. mention it was a greased pan? And did I mention it was greased with lard? Because, well, Piggly Wiggly, North Carolina, I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, now that it's in the pan, I'm going to go ahead and put it in a 350-degree oven. I'll probably test it at about 30 minutes, and we'll just have to go from there. So when I come back, I'll let you know what happens. All right, so we're back with a Tutti-Frutti cake. It took 45 minutes at 350, so I will make sure I put that note in the description when I post the recipe there. But we're going to go ahead and try the Tutti-Frutti cake. This cake did not have any mention of icing or frosting or anything, so my thought is that it is supposed to be maybe like a tea cake from back when you would invite your friends, lady friends, over for tea and have cake in the afternoon. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. I think it might be good with some whipped cream, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. It's very moist. And it's sweet. It's good. It's not overly sweet. Again, I think it would be great with whipped cream. Maybe an afternoon tea cake, or like a unfrosted evening kind of dessert. Anyway, it's a fairly good cake. I enjoy it. Give it a try. It's easy to make. Thank you for joining, and I hope you'll come back. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.